Morning, guys. I just thought I'd show you right quick what we're up to. We're trying to consolidate stuff. We got we put up shelving on this wall for my European 1-gauge. That's about all I've got, but I wanted it separated. It was all underneath the table, the layout here, and or on real low shelves, so you could never look at it. So I've thrown up a series of shelves and got them on there, got them out of the way. I'm trying to reorganize everything. I mean, look at this place. This is an absolute, positively mess. This is an accident waiting to happen. And the more I work on this stuff, the worse it gets. So I need to get everything sorted out, put in boxes and labeled so I can see what it is, and slide it back underneath the layout where a lot of it was to begin with. The problem of it is I put it away and 3 days later I'm digging it out again. And I've got storage space but that we put in up here. But that's, while it's handy, it's also a pain in the butt because I got to crawl in there and pull stuff out. So subsequently, I just leave it all out. And what I need to do, I need to take these tools and set them up down in the basement instead of up here. The problem of it is I don't want to run up 2 stories of stairs to trial fit something. It's more convenient to have it right here. But we've got that. We've got that taken care of. We're going to add some more cars to it. Right now, I'm doing a number of things. I've finished up some projects. I've got some other projects I'm going to start. I think I told you I had steam engine toys. Well, we're going to get this set up. I need more spring ropes, but I bought this jack shaft. It's a Whedon pre-war. And I've got it attached with my spring rope to the Tinker Toy electric motor, which really is great. It only does 160 RPM. So I'm looking forward to getting all that stuff together and watching the action things. It should be rather unique. The other thing I'm working on is I finally got this back shelf more to the way I like it with the standard gauge and stuff like that. I got a Boucher facing off with a Lionel 392. It's hard to believe that Boucher was the smallest of their engines, and the 392 is almost the same size as the 400E, and the Boucher is taller. It just looks like a more robust engine. So we got a lot of this stuff cleaned up. Over here, I've gotten rid of all my Mike's Train House. I don't have anything that's MTH up here anymore. I decided I wanted it all out of here. I've sold it. I've sold a lot of it, or I've put it away. But this whole wall here now is nothing more than custom made or small niche manufacturers like Williams, Jimmy Cohen, Pride Lines, anything that's reproduction. I don't have it if it's not American made. If it's made in China or overseas, I've gotten rid of it. I'm in that mood. I don't want any of the foreign stuff on my walls. I got nothing against it. If it wasn't for Mike's Train House, we wouldn't have the standard gauge we've got today. But I'm moving on from it. The other thing that I'm working on, which we've talked about ad nauseum, is the goose, and I'm thinking about taking this radiator and drilling a hole in the dimple on these headlights, because I bought, let's see if we can see this here, I bought a 24 volt AC DC grain of wheat, and as you can see, that lights right up. Now, I think that would look kind of cool. Hard for me to see what I'm doing with one hand. I think that would look kind of cool if I were to drill this out and to slide this down into that receptacle and probably glue it, you know, with some Loctite, something like that. Drill a hole about right here on the side so I can run the wires inside and hook it up. We'll see where it goes. It's you keep building this stuff and you keep wanting to add things to it, and pretty soon it just becomes a hassle and it's no fun anymore. The other thing that I've got, I picked this up some time ago for $9. I don't know who made this thing. It is completely and totally handcrafted. It's riveted together. The doors, I don't know, that's cut out of a solid piece. I don't know if they machined it. I have no idea what they did to it. It's filled. It is absolutely filled with rivets and small screws. You can see the amount of work that they did on this back. That's a sliding door. I don't believe they ever had a roof on it. I don't think there was ever a roof made for it. There's nowhere to attach it on here. I would like to bring this, I'd like to get what rust is off of it, soak it in a rust remover. I'd like to fabricate a roof for it. It needs 2 ladders on the sides. I need a set of trucks. But this is the doggonedest thing I have ever seen. He then took American Flyer standard gauge trucks and he regauged them and regauged them to 1 gauge. So I don't know who made it. It came with a series of cars. There were other cars that were sold on eBay. The only one I was interested in was the cattle car. This thing is heavy too. I would imagine it's maybe 3-4 pounds. Believe me, it's going to take a you're not going to pull a train of these behind a 392. Not very many of them. That's for doggone sure. I want to know something else I'd like to know. Where did you get the brake wheel? How do you make this? I mean, there's just a lot to this thing that it's really interesting. So that's something in the future. Like I say, all I would like to do is put a set of standard gauge trucks on it. I'm not going to make it 1 gauge. And fabricate a roof that would be complementary to the body itself. Get it painted, probably just do it in Tuscan, and get it on the rails again. I can stay with the Ives couplers, or I could probably put latch couplers on from Lionel. But that's what I'm up to. We got a lot of things to do. Winter's coming on, so I'm going to be spending more and more time in the house instead of outside. But I'm hoping I can get this place picked up, organized, so that I don't come up here and slip and fall and hurt something bad. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do, this spaghetti, I'm going to finally get this rewired and use black wiring on it. Put it where it belongs, so it's not going to be invisible, but it's sure going to look better than this. I've had locomotives come around the corner wide enough to catch those wires, and that causes me problems. So that's what we're up to. Enjoy the week. It's going to be fairly decent here in Central Illinois. I guess October's going to be around 80 degrees, so that ain't going to last long. You guys have a good week, and we'll talk with you again. Toodaloo.